Alright, muri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZim-News update apo patinoda kupa mafirst hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Ava muri kuona pascreen apa wandi former Chief Justice Luke Malaba vaiva vari judge muhombe. Ndisingazozivi kuti ndo wakareplace ana chidya usiku because nguva yana Mugabe papaina ana chidya usiku. Ndisingazovi kuti after chidya usiku pane mumwe akauya but akabva kubuda uyu ndi Chief Justice Malaba uye ndiye akaita election ya 2018 pakati pava Nelson Chamisa na President Emerson Mnangagwa ndo wakarana election yacho iyoyo. Chinova chiri chiratidzo chinoratidza kuti vakuchikonfesa vakuchireurura pari zvino pazvinhu zvese zvakaitika because vari kutaura ivo vachiti mutongo wakanyanya kundirwadza oro judgment yakanyanya kundirwadza pabasa rese randakaita ijudgment yakaitika muna 2018 pakati paPresident Emerson Mnangagwa navaChamisa because tiri kuona kuti paitwa election paitwa judgment iyaya kana paitwa debate iriya mukoti muri yeZimbabwe malawyers ava Nelson Chamisa anga ine mapoints malawyers eZANU-PF anga asina mapoints but at the end takazoona Chief Justice Luke Malaba vachita iva no vaMnangagwa vahwina because tiri kuona kuti court isati yatanga zvanga zvatorongwa kudhara because wangati munhu anonga atodyiwa anenge atodyiwa hapasisina kwauchaenda futi because constitutional court ndo dare rekupedzesera iye ndiye anga ari jaji muhombe jaji wekupedzesera muno munyika yeZimbabwe. So vakureurura pari zvino kuti no zvinhu zvakaitika muna 2018 papaya painge pakaipa ndanga ndisino zvokuti ndingaita because tangatiroti tinyase kunzwa kaaudio kacho wachitaura but kari kunzwikira muzasi muri yeZimbabwe kainterview kacho vari kutaurira muzasi chemchemo akasunyasodini ani muri kanzwa akasunyasa kunzika muri yeZimbabwe vari kutaura iwo kutoti no 2018 zvakaitika 2018 zvanga zvisina kumira zvakanaka. Tichibva panapa muri yeZimbabwe tira kuti tiende kuna VP Chiwenga vari kuAzerbaijan. Tira kuona kuti zvakamira sei wane mashoko api vari kutaura ikoko. Tiri kutora nhau idzi kubepanhau reThe Herald bepanhau rehurumende rekedze tidzike kwavari tione kuti zvakamira sei muri yeZimbabwe. Ndo zviri kuitika pamunota tichikupai nhau dzimwe ndofunga tiri kuona apa General Retired Sibanda Politi Bureau appointment master stroke tiri kuona panapa rekedze tiende kwetiri kuenda muri yeZimbabwe. Munyase kuona munhu akareplace that one it was junior of Chief Justice Malaba ndiye akazoreplace waMalaba awe muri kuona apa muri yeZimbabwe iye mukadzi ari apa muri yeZimbabwe. So tiri kuona kuti zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka rekedze tiende kunhauwa dzacho munyase kuona kuti chii chiri kunyasa kumboitika pakati paVice President. Tiri kuona panapa ine 3 hours yaiswa neThe Herald tione kuti chii chiri kunyasa kuitika. Pane zvikuitika but ndichazozvivhara zvangu. Tiri kuona panapa muri yeZimbabwe rekedze tidai so VP Chiwenga to address World Urban Forum. Tiri kuona panapa VP Chiwenga vari kuAzerbaijan ndo kwavari. So tiri kuona panapa kanyorwa kunzi Vice President Dr. Constantino Chiwenga arrived in Azerbaijan yesterday where he is today expected to address the 13th decision of the World Urban Forum which seeks to tackle the challenge of rapid urbanization and raised awareness of the need of structured and sustainable development. Tiri kuona panapa muri yeZimbabwe ndo zviri kuitika panapa tichange tichikuzivisai kuti speech vanenge vapa speech yakaita sei. So tiri kuona panapa kanyorwa kunzi the Vice President who is representing President Emerson Mnangagwa will be address a forum which is being attended by world leaders, urban planners, developers, researchers and civics organization among the stakeholders. His address will highlight Zimbabwe's several initiatives to provide sustainable inclusive housing delivery and mechanism meant to improve the lives of ordinary people in the country. Tiri kuona bhozi vanhu vazhinji vari kubatiriwa muri yeZimbabwe. Munoona zvinoitika muno munyika yeZimbabwe hazviitika hadzo kudzimwe nyika chichi chimwe bhozi vanorealize kuti tese tiri one tese tiri maAfrican but muno manje kunotonga sotofulike amena zvokutoti dai nyika ino yanga yakabudirira muine maforena nemachichi vanhu vainzwirira muri yeZimbabwe handidi kunyepa vanhu vainzwirira cheche but toona kuti munomu unogona kutopiwa mastenzi mawetland wati chichi motobhadhara motopedza motowaka mamanshoni kanzuro yoya yonokuputsirai but kudzimwe nyika vanozokutarisa vototi hongu paida kuiswa hapo ground but kune imwe area iri kusina chinhu ngatichisiye chiground kuti chisiye vanhu ndo kuratidza kuti nyika yakasununguka ende iri kuita zvido zvevana. Ino munomu ndizvia zvekufinirana zvekutoti pamweni munhu anonga achitorwadziwa chinonga achishanda kugovernment asina kana clue yekutoti anowana mari sei kana kuita sei, anonga akutorwadziwa kutoti ngatifanane regedzai ndipwanye imba yacho, anonga kutoteva kana magredha vaya. So chinova chiri cho chiratidzo chinoratidza kuti zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka. So tiri kuona panapa mhuri yezimbabwe pakanyorwa kunzi the forum is being held under the theme housing the world safe and resilient cities and communities, and he is being organized by the United Nations Human Settlements Program and the government of Azerbaijan. Zimbabwe participation will provide impetus to its housing delivery drive, where it made upwards revision to its 1 million housing unit targeted from the Intel 220,000 by the end of this year, in line with its drive to attain an upper middle income economy by 2030. Tiri kuona panapa mhuri yezimbabwe ndo zviri kuitika nhau dzacho dzakati wandei nekuti rebei. Tinenge tichikuzivisai panapa kuti speech inenge yaiswa navice president Kosotino Chiwenga ikoko yakamira sei.
While people home, they have no interest of even demonstrating to say this is not normal, a country where there is no viable employment because of few individuals. It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs whereby we have cowards. What I would plea in future to part of the organizers of our mass sections here in the UK, it's part of the conversation that we had with others in the last demonstration that we have. We need to look into, yes, the embassy is the central point of attention, but we have many of our people who are afraid to enter in London, and they have no idea of navigating the cumbersome train routes and stuff. Maybe we need to go to the people. Kunana Luton, Birmingham, Leicester, as part of our mobilization, Tombo Chinja center of our attention. Thank you.
Right. What's coming on next? Tungoita and round up, guys.
I'll come.
Okay, go on.
I'll drop. Yeah, no, this has been a really good discussion. Thank you for the platform, and yeah, everyone who shared some really amazing nuggets here. I think it's really important. I just want to summarize by just saying, guys, if you are still in that position of saying we need to take action, recognize that action is being taken now. And now it's about making the decision to join and be part of the action that's being taken. Every single day this week, we're going to have different activities going on. This space is one of those activities. Tomorrow, we've got a TikTok live in collaboration on my platform, Letters to Zimbabwe, and also Change Radio. So come and join on Change Radio on TikTok Live. Follow Change Radio, follow Letters to Zimbabwe so that you can see when that comes on. But it will be 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. And we will be saying Zim says no. Can I check you guys can still hear me okay, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, because someone tried to call me, so I was like, oh. But yeah. So make sure that you come and you join on TikTok Live. If you've never been on TikTok Live, come and experience it for the first time and join in the panel, share your voice there. I think it will be really important. And what that will do is it will allow those people who are just scrolling on their TikTok, and we know a lot of Zimbabweans spend time on TikTok. A lot of those Zimbabweans, that piece of conscientizing, that will be our opportunity to be able to do that. And then over the week, just be keeping an eye out of announcements of where are we going next. We'll hopefully go on to Facebook. We'll have another X space. We'll have another TikTok's platform live as well. So please do make sure that you're engaging with that. We want to conscientize Zimbabweans, but not only that, have a look at the activities that we're doing. So if you've seen, like I said before, placards where individuals have got their image and placards, be sharing those, be having your own created requests, find out, how can I have one of these. There is a WhatsApp group that you can join if you want to participate in that. So please make sure that you are engaging with all of these things. Also, in addition to this, there are demos that are happening. Some countries as well, depending where you are in the diaspora, some countries are also doing their own. So keep an eye out on information that's coming. But overall, if you've got someone who you're following and they're sharing a lot of this information, be resharing as well. You notice the power that this has because, for example, this campaign we've been doing of the placards, Baraka, she started creating their own, started to ask Grok to create an opposite version, meaning they know, Kuti, if they allow this to happen without it being disrupted, it is going to reach the intended goal. And the intended goal we have here is that we want to make as much noise so that they're embarrassed on the 18th when they're having to read this in the CAB 3 in Parliament on the 18th. But after that as well, like I've said before, and the reason why I'm intentionally repeating this message, by the way, so that if there's anyone who hasn't heard it or if people just need a reminder, it is important that we're repeating this message over and over and over again, that it becomes our anthem during this period. And by the way, if you haven't seen the anthem, I'm gonna repost it. Make sure you're singing the Zim says Zimbabwe says no anthem, Zim says no, because that's the message. Everything you're posting, make sure you're putting hashtag Zim says no. Also, be making your own statements to say Zimbabwe says no, and also finish that sentence with whatever your statement is. So, yeah, thank you guys for all your support, those that have been supporting the campaign, for all those that have been resharing. Please continue to do so. I think that that's something that we just need to continue pushing towards the 18th, but also even beyond. All right.
Thank,
Blessings to you all and see you in other platforms.
thank you very much. It's ZCM.
Hello, Uncle Jed. I'm not sure if you're still hearing me.
No, you are loud and clear. Go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you. Oh.
And then not anymore.
Yeah, I think.
Dr. Ranga, if you can hear, I think it's a
One more
question.
time. One more time. Go ahead, Doc. Yes, go ahead.
I'm not sure my things are acting up over here. But thank you so much for having me on the space, and thanks everyone for this great discussion. I think that we need to talk more and more about these things as Zimbabweans, even if sometimes we feel like nobody's hearing. If we don't say it, then people know we didn't put up any resistance, we didn't register our discontent. And I want to emphasize what my sister Rimbo there just said. It's about repetition and how do we make sure that our voices are more effective online and in person. A simple message, Zimbabwe says no, or Zim says no. That's a very powerful message because it makes everybody stop, whether they are Zimbabweans, whether they are, in other countries, whether they are ambassadors and so forth. Why are they saying Zimbabwe says no? So using the hashtag whenever you post something about CAB 3 or even other topical issues in Zimbabwe is going to help amplify our voices. And who should be saying Zimbabwe says no? That's what I'm going to kind of just summarize in addition to what actions besides the hashtag we should be taking. So who should be saying no? I think that if you are a civil servant in Zimbabwe who is underpaid, who feels like they're subsidizing the government, this is your opportunity to say no. If you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a soldier, you're a police officer in Zimbabwe, and you feel that your salary is not enough, this is your opportunity to say no. And why do we think that you should be saying no? Because the same government that is in power since 1980 which has failed you, which has overseen the loss of our currency, which has seen the fall of our economy to where it is today, is asking for 2 more years, at least at the bare minimum. This is what we know today. And you should be alarmed that instead of resigning, they are asking to stay. Who else should be saying no? If you're a Zimbabwean in the diaspora, no matter your role, no matter your station in life, no matter uruita mareserese, because tese takamboenda ikoko mareserese, machiremba, ma-economists, ma-engineers, we have all been there. If you are a Zimbabwean in the diaspora, it doesn't matter uruku UK, uruku Germany, uruku South Africa, uruku Canada, ere, kana kuti uruku America, you need to be saying no, and you need to be paying attention, because this has implications on our economy. And we are the people who know funerwa every day by someone in our family or in our village or in our community who says, I'm desperate. I need $20. I need $35 for something. Babawashaya, Mayawashaya, and so forth. We have come to look at that as normal as Zimbabweans, but it's actually in the countries we live, we understand it's not normal. So these are the categories of Zimbabweans who should be saying no. I left out the students, college students, high school students who are able to vote, to say something. You need to be saying no, because this is your future as a Zimbabwean. And you need to amplify your voice, and you need to make your voice stronger. There is strength in numbers. That's why using the hashtag Zimbabwe says no, Zim says no is so powerful. So besides the hashtag, what else should we be doing? Protests, peaceful protests, wherever you are, in whatever form, whether you're in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, in the countries I already mentioned. Call your parliamentarian, whether that's a senator, whether that's a house member, a member of parliament. You need them to hear what you have to say. If you don't say it, don't assume that they know we don't like this. Register your displeasure in the many different forms peacefully. Whether you write an email, whether you write something in person and deliver it paper to parliament, all those are methods that we can use. And finally, there is also a petition that's out there where Zimbabweans are saying no. Please sign that petition and pass it on so that more Zimbabweans can participate. Tomorrow, there is a talk, TikTok live. I'm TikTok live. But I think it's another great opportunity for Zimbabweans to keep talking Saka. Kwada invite my sister Ruvimbo and Change Radio. Let's join. Thank you so much, Ango Jed, my brother Tafi, and everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate. Chennai?
Thanks, Uncle. It will be quick. And in any bedtime, Uncle, we are
Oh,
1.5 hours out.
I'm surprised.
So, what I just want to say is thank you to everybody that's joined the space.